We out here in Venice. I'm talking to Scoobie. Scoobie, what's life like out here, man?
Oh, it's great, but that's if you love suffering, okay? No, it's good. LA, I'm tell you this, LA is a great place to live. It's a great place to die. You know what I mean? But it's not a great place to, suffer, because it'll hurt you out here. We got this beating sun. We got these high prices on rent and food, but it is a great place where you're not gonna ever be broke if you apply yourself. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, you're gonna make some money. You're gonna make some kind of advance in here, even if it's you're gonna make the advance the wrong way or the right way. You're gonna make an advance. That's why I say that's the best thing about this. You can always turn the suffering into a blessed paradise. You know what I mean? In an instant. You know what I'm saying? That's why kids, a lot of people, they run down here to Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Or they come to gangbang. You know what I mean? That you're gonna make yourself or break yourself. You know what I mean? They come down here to get a career and deal with some of the smartest engineers in the world. You know what I mean? Out here in California. So it's like it's kind of a fair game. I put it like that. It's fair. That's how life is, I would say.
How long you been out here?
Well, I've been out here about a year now. 7 months in Venice. But I was, in and out my mom's house, going from friend to friend's house. I've done, the homeless thing, but I got a job working in a restaurant. And for about 2 years, I had my life fixed up. Was starting to, decide to move out of mom's house and stuff like that. I have no brothers and sisters, so mom's always gonna take care of me. And so I just, coronavirus hit, and I just jumped out of it. I just came out here, back to the city, the streets. I lost my job, school shut down. That was 2019, I believe. Has it been, yeah, something like that, or 2020. When did Corona hit? Like,
yeah, not long ago, last year.
About last year, right? Yeah, 2020. So yeah, about 2020, March 10th, if I'm not mistaken, that's when it hit. And so, I've been out here ever since then. I was at mom's house for a couple of months, got tired of it. About 7 months ago, I came out here chasing after a female, you know what I mean? And I decided to stay on this side of town. I was in LA, I came out here to the beach. But it's all good, starting to making it as Occupy LA comes to, when it comes to the Occupy LA movement, that's what has me stuck out here, because I know they're gonna do something for us. They got to. Prices are getting expensive. A lot of us have mental conditions or substance abuse conditions, habitual offenders. So, we gotta, I figured I would jump on that because I fall in that number, that category, But that's about it, about a year.
What's it take to survive out here?
What it takes guts. It takes guts, determination, hard-headedness, stubbornness. It takes idiocy. It takes stupidity. But it also takes a lot of strength at heart. You know what I mean? Because you got to be dumb to fight against the cause of the hierarchy, the man. But you got to have a lot of heart to believe, and you got to have some intelligence to know how to work through it. So I would say it takes strength of the heart and stubborn of the mind. You know what I mean? That's the best I can do.
What about a new person out there? How do they survive?
You gotta.
Do they come and ask others for help, or what do they do?
Ooh, that's the first way to get eaten up. Okay, if you are to enter here, no matter what your reasons are for coming out here or ending up out here, you always want to maintain as if you got it already. You know what's up, but you want to listen out. Ask certain questions. You gotta know what questions to ask, because certain questions you ask will show that you're a vulnerable piece of shit and we should eat you up. You know what I mean? And then certain questions will show that, somebody, what's going on. So you gotta watch it. It's a twist away. But the best way to survive out here as a new person is to keep quiet and listen. You know what I mean? That's the best way to survive anywhere.
Okay, so if a new person came here and they wanted to put their tent in this open space, can they just come and put their tent here?
Well, you gotta have 10 feet from any entrance, any gateway or a business.
Okay, so you gotta know the rules.
Yeah, you gotta know the rules. Or if you don't know the rules, then the leaders of the street will come over here and bounce you out, or they'll get us to bounce you out. We'll bounce you out before they come over here, because then that would disturb it for us, who's already out of pocket.
Okay, so the leaders of the street, it's not just the city. We ain't talking about
the
city.
No, because we'll burn it down. That's the thing. They have to give it to somebody like us because we'll burn this mother down.
So the laws on the street.
Yeah, the laws.
In the city.
Yeah. Oh, guaranteed. Well, see, the laws on the street are balanced and applied by the laws of the city. You see what I mean? Like, you know, you can't rob, steal, kill. You can't do those things. You can't rape and murder, but it happens. But you, it happens. But you cannot do those things, or still the law will come down on you. And that's the place where the street can't help you. You know what I'm saying? When you break those rules, you know, the street can't help you. Now, you know, you can steal from other. I don't. But there's people who steal from one another. But like that bike, I know you stole that from somebody. I just can't remember who. But anyways, there's people who steal from one another, but they're stealing like this, that they know are stolen, that there's no way to report. The people that they stole it from have a warrant or something like that, so they're not gonna call the police. It varies, you know? But you have to know the streets, you have to know the law, you have to know what's going on out here, you know? Like this right here, this is a company, I don't know if I can tell you the name, you know, but this is a company, Google, and you know, they have their own thing, and they're not tripping because they have their stuff on the inside. You know, look at this gate, look at these cameras. They got security. They feel like, I feel like they're securing us. You know what I'm saying? So, in other words, I could just say that you just got to know your rules. They have rules that they're applied to us, and they don't want no problems with us. I'm sure we don't want no problems with them. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the world famous Venice Beach Goes Gym over here. You know what I mean? All the beefcakes people, let's just say that, go here. You know, you want to get beautiful in LA, that's one place to go, but you better have some dough. But we have rules with them, and I think they're probably getting sick of us. But, you know, we are trying to apply ourselves in our city because this is our city, you know. And I don't care what anybody say. You know, I will literally become Simon Phoenix. If you ever heard of him, they don't want a Simon Phoenix in this day and age. You know what I mean? So they gotta believe in us. You know, Simon Phoenix is a character from a movie. You know, sorry, but I forgot I had the mic on me. Anyways, yeah, but you gotta know your way around. You gotta know.
How do people out here survive? How do they get their hustle on?
Ooh, now that part, I don't want to incriminate myself, but what you do is you find what assertiveness you have in you, and you apply that to the problems and situations that people are willing to pay you for. So they can go from sweeping a curb to a painting that somebody want to buy from you. It could go from some bicycle work, you know, to some wax job on a car. It can go from all these things to recreational, you know, resources such as food, drink, and other consumptions, if you know what I mean. Hint, hint, wink, wink, you know. It can go from talking to a good friend, well, it could go to talking to a good friend and finding out what he has or she has, you know, accessible for you to make some money off of it.
So there's a lot of bartering going on.
It's a lot of bartering. It's no bear trapping, no skins and trapping, you know what I mean? No squirrel, I gotta go get some. There's no squirrel skins, you know what I mean? Other than that, you know, raccoon skins, you know, bear skins, wampum. It's none of that stuff, you know what I mean? But it's still money and items. Because, you know, you look at these things, you know, these things are all like, you know, stuff that we find. And, you know, somebody say, oh, I need something like a door. You know what I mean? Somebody would buy this from me. Somebody passing by, be like, oh, that's the perfect thing I need. I need something I need a door to close up or some hole or some makeshift.
Somebody threw this away.
Somebody threw this away. We found it. But somebody will come in and actually buy something like this from me. You know what I'm saying? Say, I'll give you $5, $10 because they're looking for it. And I already found it. You know, there's stuff like that. You want to see how my place right here? See, I made all this out of mattresses and stuff like that. And some guys, they wanted mattresses. They recycled mattresses and stuff. You know what I mean? So that, you know, we find stuff like this. You know, I got an address and everything. You can't see my address right here. Yeah, this is my address right there. You know, I get my mail and stuff here. I want to have a mailman. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a mailman. There it is, right there. It's 320 and 1/4 Hampton Drive. That's my address right there. I gotta make sure that it's known. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. So, you know, people come by. You know, like I'm out of 10 feet range right here. That's a little bad. You know what I'm saying?
10 feet to this gate.
To this gate, yep. To the opening of this gate. So the gate opens right here. bam, I got at 10 feet from that point.
Well, what about the walkway? Don't they have a
36.
where 36 inches from the
Yeah,
curb?
36 inches from the curb.
So do they enforce it?
They will. They said they about to start. The police ain't gonna come out here 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's not 36 inches. They just gonna make sure that a wheelchair can get by. You know, the other day I saw a dude in a wheelchair pass by, and I was just thinking like, oh, you know what? They actually do come down the street. You know what I mean? In a wheelchair. So I kind of felt bad, but I'm getting my walls underway right now. You know, I just barely got my wall fixed up. But like I said, it's kind of rough survival in here. I will show you, but my place is messed up. It's rough survival up in here. You know, it's bigger than what it looks though on the inside.
Everybody has to look up their own situation.
Yeah. You can. Yeah, it's kind of clean. You know, this is my space, my housing. You know, I got a lot of stuff. I was building my walls. I got to put everything. Yeah, basically my roof. I'm fixing my roof. You know, I had to redo my walls, and then I'm have some beams. That's why I got all these poles right here. I'm having some beams go across, so it'll structure up. Yeah, I can. You know, somebody like you, like he's tall. Y'all about the same height. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like him, they got a duck when they come in. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to have my roofing high.
What's going on with this matter where they're supposed to be placing people in hotels?
But that's what they're doing on the beach. But see, that's because they want to get them out of the tourist area. You see what I mean? They want to get them. See, it's a tourist attraction, and I said to everybody, I used to be on the beach. I said to everybody, I said they're going to come in here, they're going to start enforcing it and kicking people off the beach. The police, when they kicked me out, they told me, man, go into the city, just get off of the beach, because they're going to be taking people to jail, they're going to be bumping them up, they're going to be harassing them, and then eventually they're going to give them housing. You know, I'm like, by the time they come over here to do something about us, there'll be new apartment buildings, you know, built up. There'll be new, you know, rises. You know, there'll be places already in line, you know what I'm saying, to get this, clean this mess up, you know what I mean?
So is the housing permanent that they're putting you in, or they just want you off the beach?
They want them off the beach, but it's supposed to be into a permanent situation. Because if they don't put us into a permanent situation, we're just gonna end up back on the beach, back another problem, and they want this done before the Olympics come back here. I believe that, what they say, 2024 or something like that? Yeah, they're trying to do this for the Olympics. I'm trying to tell you, they're trying to clean all this shit up, all this stuff up for the Olympics. That's the only reason why they're trying to get rid of this housing situation. And nobody, you know, pays attention to that, but it's all because they want, our place is gonna be known and seen around the world when they come back. So when the Olympics come back, us being all over the freaking world, they want it to look good because they're gonna say, oh, this is Los Angeles, one of the biodiversities of humanity and crap like that. So they wanna not be able to show some things like this. You know what I mean? The Occupy LA situation. They don't wanna see guys like me out here, you know, telling my story about, you know, well, yeah, the Olympics is coming here, they're giving out gold medals, but they can't get me an apartment. You know, they don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that stuff.
So do they do those street sweeps over here, or they don't do that?
No, we get sanitation. You know, we take care of our own streets, you know, but we get sanitation. They come here, they dump everything. They bring a dump truck. They bring a dump truck, trash bags, hand sanitizer, and cleaning, hygiene stuff. You know, on Sunday they bring clothes, food.
Like I said, they do look out.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, listen, look, like I said, it is a business. You see, all these companies, they wouldn't be giving, the government gives money and funding to these companies, okay, that they want tax write-offs, so they get out all these foods and all these supplies and count it as a tax write-off is given to the poor, given to charity. They make money off of that. So they have jobs there, companies at these places, organizations put in charge and put in position to get paid to do these handouts for the homeless. You know, so that now these companies are getting tax write-offs, you know, they're getting laundering, but they're getting, you know, all these, you know, money, tax exemption, you know, money saving as situations, or not situations, but they're saving money by giving to the homeless. Not only that, down they got places to donate money and donate food so they can get their tax write-offs and their exemptions. They got these places. So now having people on the streets and being homeless and in need of resources is making them money, it's saving them money, and it's making them money because they can say, oh, like a ham sandwich, you know, like they doing in the government. A ham sandwich, you know, they could be giving it to us for free and saying, oh, this ham sandwich costs $7 to make it. So they're getting that money, that tax write-off. Oh, they gave out 300 ham sandwiches. That 300 times $7, they get to exempt. Tax write-off, you know what I'm saying? They get to do these things. So it's like keeping the homeless on the streets is profitable. You know, people being homeless is profitable because they're always going to get the government grants and they're going to get their tax write-offs in order to have people to donate to, or, you know, to house them, or not even to house them, to temporary house them, and give the rest on these people who are not, some of them are mentally fit to house themselves or pay their own rent. But to say that one out of four people being solved with a housing situation is good. Because if they took all 4 of those people and put them off the street and gave them permanent situation and they didn't need a handout anymore, then those businesses, those companies that are getting this tax exemption, they won't be having this tax exemption. They won't be saving money. They'll be, as a matter of fact, they'll be losing money and having new ways to find out how to get tax exemption, find new charities and stuff like that. Now, we're always going to be either on the street, there's always going to be homeless. If there's no place for people to live, then there's always going to be people homeless and needing a home and needing food and needing these things, these resources that these companies are saving money by donating and stuff. So it's a profit in being homeless. For us to be homeless is a profit for these companies. You know, they're not going to fix the problem. It would be idiocy because there'd be a lot of people out of a job. You know what I mean? Because we got a permanent situation now and people are not going to need food and stuff. There's no more places there's no more resource or exports, you know, not exports, but there's no more, you know, outlets. There you go. There's no more outlets to send and donate food and save money. There's no more of that. So now those people are out of a job. Those people who make the sandwiches that cost $7 and give them to the homeless, those people are out of a job. Those people like, what's that, Meals on Wheels. You know what I mean? There's people like them that are volunteers and stuff, but those people are getting some payment. There's some company that's getting paid for their work. You know, there's people like them be out of a job. You know, there's those food banks. You know what I'm saying? If I got a place to live and I got a place to keep a refrigerator, then my food is going in there. I'm not on the streets no more. I'm not begging for a handout. I'm not looking for a bed to sleep in. Therefore, those resources are only made and provided by the government according to their needs. You know what I'm saying? So if there's 50,000 of us that need food, it cuts down to 10,000 of us that needs food only or need a place to sleep only. Then all those other beds and stuff that they had or were trying to have recyclable for us are gone. They're out the window because they don't have a need for it. So now those companies, those people got to shut down their businesses. They got to shut down their handouts. They got to shut down their outlets to save money and become tax exempt. So like I said, it is no money in housing the homeless. There's no money in feeding the needy. I mean, there's no money in not housing the homeless. Okay, I mean, wait, no, excuse me. There's no money in housing the homeless. Okay, if I got a house, I'm homeless, I was homeless, I got a house, boom, I don't need that space. That government's not going to give out money for my head being counted, in a nutshell. I may have confused it in the end.
No, how long do you see yourself out here?
I see myself out here maybe another year. It depends on how long my pandemic money lasts. Like I said, I was a direct, or like I said before, I was a direct impact because of the pandemic. I worked in a restaurant. So, you know, they about to pay me one more time, you know, some pandemic money. You know.
Play it by ear.
Yeah, I'm just playing it by ear. I can always go back home, you know what I'm saying? I can always go back home to mom, but I mean, I'm a big boy. I'm too old to be out there, you know. Plus, you know, I don't want to bring my necessity. I don't want to bring my wrongdoings, my negative actions, you know, to the house anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that. I want to do my own thing, you know, and I'm going to make sure they give it to me. This government owes me, you know what I'm saying? They broke me out of that pandemic shit. I got an excuse to be out here. With that pandemic, with this coronavirus, you know, I got a reason to be out here because I ain't got no money, I ain't got no job. I'm getting paid half of what I was paying, getting paid working. So I can't do, giving mom's money and for rent and shit like that and food. I can't do that. I just rather come out here and just, they owe me for breaking my country down. They owe me for breaking my career in half, my life in half. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you.
Ain't no problem.
I appreciate you telling me what your perspective of how life is.
Yeah. Man, it's easy if you know how to deal with the people. You know what I mean? But it's hard if you ain't never had a negative factor in your life, you're gonna die. Okay? And I don't mean like die like, I mean like, no. I mean, you're gonna die like your spirit is gonna be consumed and swallowed up and devoured. You know what I mean? Your attitude is gonna become shrunken and made unworthy of itself. You know what I mean? You're gonna feel like you don't even like yourself, so you ain't gonna like other people. In order to like yourself, you gotta not like other people. It's gonna change you like that. You got the sun beating on you, and you got fucking this constant discomfort. You know what I mean? This is what we use to wash our hands and stuff. You know what I mean? On a regular basis. I mean, I can go around the corner, I can use that, but it's 1,000 people using it before me. You know what I mean? I go to a toilet. My toilet is the seat of 1,000 asses. That's what I call it. You know what I mean? The seat of 1,000 asses. I mean, like, damn, man, it's 6 in the afternoon or in the evening. Guess how many people done shat on that toilet that you shatting on right now? You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how, it's like you gotta go through that. I go home, I'm there, you know what I mean? I'm in the comfort of my mom's house, but damn it, it's like, that's hers. She come in there, she wanna talk and ask you questions, and the only answers I can give her is she won't like to hear, you know what I mean? But she wanna hear them just so she can get mad at me for them, you know what I mean? Type of woman stuff you gotta deal with, Mom. Oh, sorry about rubbing the microphone.
But either way, I appreciate you, man, taking some time to talk to me.
No problem, sorry about that.
I'll stay in touch.
Man, I'll be right here for a minute.